particles of this paper will be in this one, and some particles of this paper will also be in this one. You might not actually know, but yes, some particles of the paper will be in this one, and some particles of the paper will also be. How we talking on character, and what is character? First of all, a character is a distinguishing attribute or future, or let me say moral qualities that define a person. You understand? Moral qualities that define a person. Character is just like things you do daily, the way you communicate with people, the way you talk to people, the way you interact with people, the way you dress, yeah, the way you behave unknowingly. You understand? Yeah, so that is actually something like character. And we have noticed that a lot of people characters, a lot of people attributes have to do a lot with one of the reasons why there is, let me say, toxic in relationship, why there is, let me say, disagreement, why there is this disunion in relationship with maybe people, with friends, with family, with, let me say, parents also, and with children. You understand? With character issue. Maybe I'll be mentioning 5 ways that you can build your character. 5 ways you can use to build your character. So if you know you're struggling with your character, you're struggling, or someone you're hearing someone and say this your character is very bad, this your character is not good, or with this character you cannot marry a good husband, or with this character you cannot meet a good wife. You understand? So I will tell you 5 ways, and I pray and I hope so that this thing I'll mention will actually help you and actually help you navigate through your characters. So number one I'll be mentioning is humbleness. Yes, be humble. One of the ways to work on your character is humility. You understand? Humility. Carry yourself down. You understand? Carry yourself down. Not feeling too like feeling yourself that no, I'm perfect. I'm okay to be humble. You need to carry yourself down. Don't feel that I'm too high, I'm perfect, I'm bigger than everybody, I'm more than everybody. You understand? Sometimes you need to humble yourself and allow people to talk to you. Allow people to tell you your faults, allow people to tell you your wrongs, your wrongdoing. You understand? So be humble. That is number one ways to work on your character. Number two is be accountable. Be accountable of every action that you take. Yeah, I've heard of people saying that one of like mostly girls. Yeah, I will give a male example also, but I've heard of girls saying that one of the reasons why I cheated on my boyfriend was because he was not giving me attention. That is not accountability. You're giving excuses. That is not accountability, and that thing will actually affect your personality. You understand? So one of the ways to build yourself, build your character is to be accountable for every action that you take, whether you do wrong or you do good, or is to be that everything that you do in life to be by your decision making. Yeah. Instead, I also heard of people saying that one of the reasons I did not make it in life is because of my parents did not have money. One of the reasons why no, you're not being accountable. You're giving excuses. You're putting the blame of your failure in somebody. You understand? And that's not supposed to be. You will still continue to be a failure. One of the ways to build your character is to be accountable of every action that you take. You understand? Yeah. Be accountable of every action that you take. And there's a way accountable work. There are people that lack this thing I want to say now. They don't, when something happened, they don't go back and go and reason. I'm still number two. They can go and reason what happened. You understand? Because sometimes you might actually do something that is wrong and you might not actually know. You understand? One of the acts of accountability is that anytime you did something, anytime something play out, you need to go back and go and rethink of what happened. Or anytime you have a disagreement with someone or a rough moment with somebody or with something, rethink of what actually display out, and you find out some lapses that you actually did that was wrong, even though the person was the one that triggered most of the action, most of the wrong deed, but you know that you have your own part to play in the action or in the disagreement. You understand? So try to rethink and try to be accountable of any action that you play. Number three is being of high characters. Being of high characters have different categories under it, and I'll be calling it, I'll not mention it, I will not explain because of time. But still number three. Number one is be a good listener. Be a good listener. for you to be a high character. Number 2, meet new people. Number 3, read more. Number 4, treat people with respect. Number 5, be supportive with others. Number 6, be yourself. Don't copy everybody. There's one uniqueness that everybody, each person carry. You understand? There's one uniqueness, there's one unique character, one unique part of your life, one unique part of yourself that you carry. Don't copy everybody. You understand? That does not mean that you should not work on yourself. Build yourself, work on yourself. So let me continue. Number 4, be intentional. Yeah, be intentional of what you watch. You understand? I'm mentioning the way you can build your character, so don't get lost. Be intentional of what you watch. Be intentional of what you listen to. Be intentional of things, people that you stay with. You understand? Okay, let me give an example. If you see this paper here, these two paper I'm holding like this now. These two paper, if I join these two paper together and I keep rubbing this paper, rubbing it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, maybe the 5th day, you will notice that some side of this paper might have P, some side of this paper also might have P, and you will notice that some articles of this paper will be in this one, and some particles of this paper will also be in this one. You might not actually know, but yes, some particles of the paper will be in this one, and some particles of the paper will also be in this one. That's where you're staying with the one person. You will not know when the person particles actually have entered you or your own. That's why you need to stay with people, good people around you. Yeah, stay with people that can motivate you. Spend your time mostly with people of positive minded, not negative minded. You understand? Don't watch things that will affect your psychology. Yeah, like maybe say you're watching porn. Yeah, if you're watching all those kind of things, those things you actually spoil your mentality when it comes to relationship. You understand? Because now you'll be seeing relationship as a sex opportunity. You understand? Not as a get to know each other opportunity. So your mentality will change toward everybody. So know what you watch, know what you take your time with, what you spend your time with, know the kind of friends you follow. Just be careful, be very intentional of everything you want to be, you want to work on, every like the likeness, what you have, what you want to be. Just be very, very careful. So number 5, I'll be mentioning the last but not the least is live out your principles and value. Live out your principles and value, meaning work on your principles, or let me say work on your values. Yeah, there are a lot of people doing, they might have this gift, or they might have this talent, or they might have this ambition, this dream. Pursue it. If you have anything that you would like to do it. As you're doing those things, you're also building yourself. You're also building your characters. As you're doing those things, still developing yourself. A time will come, you will know more about yourself. You'll be this kind of self-awareness, and a time will come, you know so much about yourself. Enter a relationship until you work on yourself to an extent. You understand? Because the way you are, ask yourself a question, the way you are, if you date someone like yourself, can you people stay? You understand? Can you date yourself? Ask yourself that kind of question. If it's no, meaning you have to work on yourself. But if it's yes, thank God, you are perfect, you are okay. We enjoy it. Like, comment, and also subscribe, so you will see my next video.